My name is Mitchell, and I'm going to be showing you some ab workouts you could do at home with no gym necessary, or even just some with very minimal equipment. We're going to be doing some stability work, some contraction work, some rotation work, and a few movements that are going to target the hip flexors and the shoulder blades. Let's get started. So when you're doing the plank, it's really important that everything is squeezed and contracted fully. The whole body is tense to create a lot of stability. It's not about how long you do the plank, it's about how well you do the plank. My legs are squeezed, my glutes are squeezed, my core is squeezed. I'm pushing up with the shoulders, and I'm breathing through my belly to create extra stability in my core. The plank is all about strengthening ourselves in good posture, so keeping good spinal alignment is essential. So squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, squeeze your abs, and try not to poop. Here I am in a push-up position, elevating the feet and putting my hands on the ground to change up the dynamic just a little bit. It's always good to change up your movements. Side planks are great for your obliques. It's necessary to have an aesthetic physique, so let me show you a few things to better your technique. The one thing to remember is have a straight line from your shoulder, hip, and knee, and keep that core strong like a big redwood tree. Now if your core is too strong for a simple exercise like this, you can get more advanced and add a little twist. If the rotation is too hard and you want to strengthen your ability, straighten the arm and test your shoulder stability. You can warm up the core and get it stable as a log. Get on all fours and try the bird dog. Extend arm and leg and feel a good stretch, but no fucking around. You're not playing fetch. You're still hitting core, and I guarantee you'll be sore. So when doing a static leg lift, it's all about what your lower back is doing. You lift the legs up about 6 inches off the ground, but you don't want to arch your back too much, and you don't want to round it too much either. Somewhere right in between, and you'll hold it there with your core strength. You're going to drive that belly button down into the ground, and you're going to breathe through the belly. You'll lie there and hold it. If you get bored of the leg lift and you really want to switch, go ahead and try a few Flutter Kicks. Physical activity is the way to prevent from growing old. So lie on your back, lift your legs and shoulders, and try the hollow hold. Another aspect of the core you can train is your diaphragm. I'm going to show you how to stretch and contract your diaphragm with 2 simple workouts. Exhale your air and suck your stomach in. This is the first step to diaphragmatic contraction. Now fill your belly up with air and feel your diaphragm contract. To stretch your diaphragm, just bring it right back. Now I'm going to show you some exercises that are going to help you with contraction of the abdominal muscles. This is putting the spine into flexion. So we're going to be doing things like sit-ups, crunches, and V-ups, and I'll demonstrate those in a second. Anchor down your feet and lift yourself up to your knees. Next thing you know, these sit-ups will be a breeze. Using too much momentum will just steal your gains, so swinging back and forth, I'd advise you to refrain. Crunches are simple, but there's all types of variations. They'll have you looking in the mirror with a bunch of elation. The normal crunch is too easy, then bring that elbow across. I'm sure one of these crunches will show you who's boss. With the toe touch crunch, you might not be able to do a bunch, so put your feet up in the air like you just don't care. Reach your hands to your toes till the abs don't go. The V-up is tricky, especially if your core strength is iffy. But if you go nice and slow, soon enough you'll have the abs to show. This one's no different. You're better off going slower. Although there is one difference. It targets the abs, which are lower. If the reverse crunch is too difficult, try this modification. No matter your fitness level, you can find a good variation. If you're trying to get that V taper to your physique, I highly recommend trying this. Try the Russian twist. It's great for your obliques, but keep your back straight or you might feel a tweak. If that exercise is too easy, then go find a weight. If your form is not there, then you probably should wait. The Oblique V-Up is advanced. It is no simple dance. Bring that elbow to the knee and give a good squeeze. You'll be bending at the side and buckle up, prepare for the ride. Here's another exercise. You'll be bending at the side. Reach for the heels and you'll be feeling it for real. The bicycle crunch. It might make your face scrunch. It's not an easy movement, so try not to give up. You'll straighten one leg while bringing the other one up and rotate at the core, and I bet you'll be sore. So if you're lucky enough to have a resistance band, or if you want to order one on the internet somewhere, highly recommend these ones with handles because you can do a lot with it. Right here I have this closed into the door so that I can pull it horizontally. And what I'm going to do is clasp my hands over the handle, allow myself to fully rotate. I'm keeping the hips square in front of me, but I'm rotating at the torso and pulling the band. This works the oblique muscles. And of course, you're going to do this on both sides, going in both directions. Here we have the mountain climber, which should be a good reminder that the hip flexors are a very important part of our vessel. Now get into a plank position and move like you're on the stair stepper. Here we have more variation through adding rotation, so bring that knee to the side and your obliques will feel like they're gonna cry. When training the hip flexor, there's no need to contemplate. The best way to do it is simply to isolate. Keep a neutral spine and bring those feet to the sky. So if you happen to have a pull-up bar at your house, you can do some scapular depressions, which are great for shoulder blade stability. What you do is you're going to let your shoulders rise up all the way, and then you're going to pull yourself up while keeping the arms straight. You can leave your feet on the ground if you need assistance, but if you have strong shoulder blade stabilizers already, you can take your feet off the ground and lift up without assistance. Shoulder blade stability is an important aspect of the core. By training them often, you'll be able to lift more. The hanging leg raise is surely a strength tester. You can strengthen your shoulder blades as well as the hip flexor. If lifting the legs is too heavy, then just pick up the knees. It really doesn't matter, do it whichever way you please. If you want to target the obliques, then you know the drill. Add a little twist and those side abs will be thrilled. Here you have the ultimate test of your core's ability. It works on your hip flexor, shoulder blade, and core stability. If working out is your obsession, then try core compressions. They're like scapular depressions, but done in a different way. If your shoulders tend to get tight, then try these today. You can go up and down, or just give it a hold. Keep changing it up so your workouts don't get old. So the last thing I should point out is that abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym. So it's very important that you're eating a healthy diet, a lot of fruits, things like nuts, preparing your own meals and eating out less. You got things like potatoes, walnuts, broccoli, quinoa, and tofu in here. And eating things like cookie butter and drinking tequila are not going to help you get abs. So the right diet is the best way to get a six-pack.